With the ever-increasing frequency of damaging news in the cryptocurrency space, a lot of users are looking for a safer place to store their cryptocurrency. Today, at Gadget User, we'll be taking a look at the Trezor One, which is an incredibly small hardware crypto wallet that allows you to keep all your cryptocurrency offline. But is the price worth it? If you follow the cryptocurrency space, you may have seen the recent news story where one of the largest global exchanges, FTX, filed for bankruptcy due to mismanagement, leaving many of its users without access to their cryptocurrency that they had spent their hard-earned money on. Hardware cryptocurrency wallets allow users to avoid keeping their cryptocurrency on these exchanges, instead allowing their users to keep their funds offline. The Trezor One is one such hardware wallet. As you can see, it is a small plastic slab that isn't much larger than an Australian 20-cent piece. On the front, it has two buttons along with its screen, and on the bottom, it has a micro USB port. Altogether, it seems like a really simple device. However, this device packs a lot of technology and security, which allows users to access their cryptocurrency, but also keeps it safe from hacks and breaches. In the box of the Trezor, you'll receive the hardware wallet itself, a USB cable to charge the device, and the very important documentation. Make sure you do not lose this information, as this will contain your seed phrase, which allows you to retrieve your cryptocurrency if you lose access to your hardware wallet. When you go to set up the Trezor, the website will show you what a genuine Trezor seal looks like. Trezor shows you this because if you put your cryptocurrency on a non-genuine Trezor, or the hardware has been tampered with, you may lose your cryptocurrency forever. You will then be asked to create a new wallet or recover an existing one. This is where that documentation and seed phrase would come in handy if you have lost access to a previous Trezor wallet. Once the wallet is set up, the next step is to input your 24-word seed phrase that is on your Trezor wallet. You will do this both on the website and on the piece of paper that is included with your Trezor wallet. Each Trezor has a different 24-word seed phrase, allowing each user to regain access to their cryptocurrency in the event that they lose their hardware wallet. The website also tells you to keep this seed phrase physical and not digital so that it cannot be accessed by unscrupulous people. Make sure you also keep this physical copy in a safe place though, so that nobody can access it from your home and so that you don't lose it. Once this is done, you'll be asked to enter a PIN for your Trezor. Interestingly, the number pad for the PIN on the Trezor is scrambled each time you use it, so that people cannot look over your shoulder and gain access to your wallet that way. Finally, the Trezor asks you to name it before some final administration type stuff, like bookmarking the webpage in a browser and signing up for email updates. From here, you're free to use your Trezor One as you please. Using the Trezor is quite simple. From the dashboard, you are able to send and receive cryptocurrency from one person to another. From the same area of the dashboard, you're also able to purchase and sell cryptocurrency like you would be able to on an exchange. You can also see a list of all the transactions your Trezor has made in the past. Honestly, this is all the same features a standard exchange has, and that is how the Trezor is designed. The Trezor is not meant to be anything different from a typical exchange. All it is meant to do is add an extra layer of security for its users where the funds are kept offline. Updating the firmware on the Trezor is really simple as well. The dashboard will firstly tell you when a new firmware version is available to update, and all you'll need to do is hold the two buttons down whilst you plug in your Trezor, which allows the device to update its firmware. Make sure you have your seed phrase with you though, as updating the device's firmware erases all the data and you can only recover it with the seed phrase. Once you put the Trezor in the mode that updates the firmware, it is mostly automatic. You may have to navigate through a few prompts, but that's about it. This part of a Gadget User video is where I would typically list the pros and cons of the device we are looking at. The reason I mention this is because the Trezor One is one of those interesting devices where each of the pros could be seen as a con and each of the cons could be seen as a pro. This is due to the Trezor One being a device where security is one of the highest priorities. If we take a look at an example, a pro of the Trezor One is that you don't have to rely on a cryptocurrency exchange to manage your funds. However, the other side of this is that you now have to manage your funds and make sure you don't lose this hardware wallet. If we take a look at another, the wallet is very secure and cannot be hacked unless somebody physically has access to it, as well as the 24-word seed phrase. But this also provides more opportunity for the intended user to be locked out of the device. Realistically, we could go back and forth all day about the pros and cons of hardware cryptocurrency wallets in general, not just the Trezor one. Ultimately, the true benefit of this device comes in how the end user will use it. So, I'm going to base my final thoughts of this product on how it's intended to be used and the best case scenario. So, that's the Trezor One, a small device that does quite a lot. I personally think it is a great idea for a gadget user that may have thousands of dollars invested in cryptocurrency, and it seems like a solid hedge against the dangers of storing your cryptocurrency on an exchange, especially if that exchange ends up like FTX. I've found no issue recommending this product to a gadget user who is heavily invested in cryptocurrency, and I would rate this product 4.8 out of 5 stars.